Hello everyone, welcome back to our coverage of the Genesis Invitational right here on 2K Sports. We're picking up action on the 8th hole. Oh, that's frustrating. Par putt coming up here. And as they leave that hole, Rich, you'd imagine a little bit frustrated after such a great shot in. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. Time to see what this par 4 has in store.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that's a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Playing from 110 yards out. Only a few shots off the pace. Oh, that one just missed the hole. Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down. It's on a good line. Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
No, not at all. And what a hole it is. It's changed a lot over the years. This green is actually reminds me of something you would see at Pinehurst. There's no flat spots on it. It either is downhill or uphill. That's it. Players most likely will take driver or fairway wood and try and leave themselves just on the front left portion of this green. That's the most ideal spot they can hit it, no matter where they put the flagstick. However, hitting it there is nearly impossible. A keen short game is absolute necessity to make birdie here.
Lovely touch. Well played.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. He's currently in the 2nd position. Let's see what happens here at the 11th hole.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Ooh, a little bit of a rush of blood by the looks of it. All the great players make a bunch of these. This is from 15 feet.
Little birdie looking here.
Oh, what a super shot. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. Teeing off here on the 12th hole.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevent you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse.
Made birdie on the last, looking for a second in a row here.
This really looks good.
Ooh, a couple of birdies on the bounce. Look who's on a roll.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
Now 4 back after that hole. And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left. Requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Yeah, this is lovely.
That's not the shot they're after.
Distance control not easy when you're coming out of the rough.
Didn't that look good for a long time? And that should secure the par on this one. Our current leader is enjoying a 6-stroke advantage. It's time for a one-shotter.
Luke, it's a very simple hole in my mind, but for the mere mortals who are playing this game, it can be difficult because this green is not deep, but it's certainly wide, and it does tilt from right to left at a pretty good clip. Historically, it's not the easiest par 3 on this golf course, but for me, I think different.
That's a wonderful shot here at the 14th and sets up a chance for birdie. And he's down there. You got to read?
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
Get excited. This could go in. Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dog leg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Yeah, nice looking shot there.
Oh, you love to see those shots land. What a play.
He's currently just in second place. We have a par 3 on this one.
It's an island green, if you can believe that. It's surrounded by bunkers. I think this is another one of the all-time great designs. It's only about 160 yards, Luke, but the whole green is surrounded by bunkers. Everything feeds towards the center and the front of this green once it gets on there. I just think this is a magnificent design. If you hit it in any one of those bunkers, making a par will be nearly impossible.
That gets the job done. Our leader is up by a whopping 6 shots now. Let's see what happens here at the 17th.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side, anywhere to the left, even in the rough left. is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot, straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
Well, that's showcasing their power there, Rich.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home and two.
Be the ball, Danny. No. And that's a great putt for an eagle. Trailing by 4 strokes. Let's head to the final hole of this round.
Tee shot up the hill. Fairway tilts significantly from left to right. Missing it out to the right is a massive no-no. You'll be blocked out by a bunch of eucalyptus trees that you cannot hit it through. Second shot is to a green that actually tilts away from the players, not towards them, even though the second shot is uphill. Green is historically one of the firmest on the golf course, and getting it close is nearly impossible. It is a heck of a finishing hole.
This looks to be heading to the green. You love watching people play the game when it's like this. It looks so easy.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens and regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
That one raced by. Bit of work coming back. It's just about 3 feet away. And that signs off on today's round.